no. Hello over there. Can't do live shows for that reason, but I'm home. Hey everybody, this is Vanderhoff and Co.'s Noah's Arcade. My name is Anton Bain, and this is episode 12. No live shows. And in my left corner is... That was creepy. Highest definition.
Hi.
Yes. Awkward. And
hello.
In my right corner, he's hairy. He's big. He's Monkey Man Phil.
I've just come out of Marwell today, to be honest.
Phil, you're really quiet.
He's gone really quiet now. I had a go earlier about being too loud, and now he's gone really quiet now.
Okay, I've just escaped Marwell today.
Was it a good experience in Marwell? Did it feel like a prison?
Felt fine, to be honest. They looked after us quite well, but some people got to make it in this monkiest world. That makes no sense.
You should have gone to Centre Parks. Kicks ass in there.
I really want to go to Centre Parks.
It's quite cool, but it's expensive.
That's the thing. Well, I signed up to their newsletter, which that's how they get you, because now they won't let go. They send me something every other morning. I don't think any human being needs to learn about Centre Parks that much.
No.
Even the fans don't want to hear about it every 2 days. Every morning, I get an email. Oh, Phil's trying to say something, I think.
I think the people that work there need to know about it every day, because otherwise they won't know they're working.
That's a good point. But it's a newsletter for their general guest. If they did it for their staff, that's a really good, informative brief every morning. And it's actually a lot nicer than what they probably do give their staff.
What, cold porridge and half a glass of water?
What do you feed your people when you cook, Phil?
I don't cook them that.
Well,
I'm not even cooking.
Why would the staff at Centre Parks get fed
by
cold
Phil?
Porridge and especially by you, Phil?
Yeah,
that's a hell of a commute.
Yes.
Computer game stuff.
Yeah, video games and things like fart jokes and stuff. Yeah.
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 Oh.
Oh, you didn't
know?
You
didn't know? So, this evening we've decided to talk about cartoons in general, and also cartoons that be made into video games, because I actually have got a couple of them myself that I would like to talk about. But yeah, it's going to be mostly about cartoons this evening. So if you don't like cartoons, you might as well pause or stop or just swipe to the right and delete now, because
pause
no,
That's
I wouldn't.
Not gonna help.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say if they don't know about cartoons, they should pause, stop the podcast for a bit and go watch cartoons, and then
watch
come back.
Cartoons, and then come back and then press play.
Or we'll reference some awesome cartoons and stuff, and then they'll be like, that's a really good place to start watching cartoons, and we'll set them on a path of watching awesome cartoons.
Wow, you're a lot less brutal than I am. Jesus, I was just going straight down just stop listening to us.
Just stop
now, because
if you haven't watched cartoons
if you don't
already,
like
then
cartoons,
don't bother.
Yeah, what's the point? Idiots. Where you're really nice.
I like to give people a chance before I write them off.
I used to be like that. I used to be nice like that.
You had it beaten out of you, didn't you?
Yeah.
We can't all be lovely and angelic like me.
You are the nicest person I've ever known. Every person you introduce yourself to, you give them the best of yourself.
I give them hope for a brighter future, that the human race will become much more like me. Huh?
Oh, mate, it's not just your moustache either. You actually are real nice, real decent.
Yeah, I'm like Ned Flanders.
Diddly dokley, yes you are.
Oh, dokley do.
That's the only thing I don't really like about him, is how overpowering he is on that.
But he's so
innocent.
innocent.
I don't like Simpsons. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Because he's all Jesus up.
I remember that huge episode, when, spoiler alert, Maggie killed Marg?
What?
Maggie killed Mr. Burns.
Is it?
Oh, no.
Sorry,
what episode are you talking about?
That's what I meant to say. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. It's because we were talking about Ned Flanders, and I was talking about the wife.
Spoiler alert.
She died, didn't she?
Yeah, Homer killed her.
Sorry, Homer killed... Oh, man, that's
doesn't he shoot her with a t-shirt cannon? Yeah, he shoots her with a t-shirt cannon, and she falls off
the back of the stage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a way to go.
It is.
Does Ned forgive him?
Do you know what? I kind of stopped watching The Simpsons after that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since season 5.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, I heard they're on 26 or something.
Yeah, I think they're something like that.
Because I stopped watching it when I was about 9, which makes sense.
I I've watched a few of the newer ones, but it's just not a patch on what it used to be.
Yeah. Is the newer ones without Harry Shearer? Is it the voice of Homer?
No, Harry Shearer's the voice of like Mr. Burns and stuff.
Oh, okay. Because I know that one of the voice actors is just least. Is it? I think it was Harry Shearer that's just left.
He was going to leave, but then they offered him an even bigger briefcase full of money.
Wow. I would love to have like. That's got to be a voice actor's dream, isn't it? When you can go to leave a show and they just go, "How about this much? No, I'm alright. How about this much?
Yeah.
No, I'm alright. How
Well,
about this much?"
There was that big thing that ages ago the Simpsons staff weren't going to sign back on until they got pay rises and stuff. They did it with Futurama as well, not so long ago.
Yeah, I'm not surprised because obviously the big channel that is Fox is making so much money off of it with all the merchandising around the world.
Yeah.
And they are the talent. They've been doing it for so long.
And then, surprise, surprise, Futurama gets cancelled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evil.
Which would you say I would say that's a better show than Simpsons personally because I actually found that more interesting because I think it's more of the science fiction vibe to it.
Yeah, it's much more clever and it's a lot more funny. Yeah, I prefer it, but then that's just I like my sci-fi and stuff.
They're catering to an older crew as well. They're catering to people that are a bit more into it.
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry, Phil, you were saying?
Huh?
Phil.
Yeah. Sorry, the headset keeps going in and out, so I can hear it every so often.
Is that along with those two fingers?
Pardon?
No, it was Knuckles, wasn't it? It was Knuckles.
Knuckles. Knuckles.
Knuckles. Is that a character from Sonic?
Along with Tails. See, that's the problem with starting these episodes late. We don't actually make an awful lot of sense.
Yeah, that's one of the problems, isn't it? We're actually talking about cartoons, but we're getting a little bit tired, and it's like la 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 la. So basically, I was actually having to think about it a couple of days ago, where when you said about let's talk about video games and also cartoons, and I was thinking to myself, which cartoons that have been made into video games, what of those video games have I actually purchased? And I realised I bought quite a lot of video games that were based on cartoons, and I didn't realise it.
Okay.
And the first one I thought of was when they said South Park, and I was like, of course, I played the South Park original on the Nintendo 64 to almost death.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you were the same,
game.
weren't you?
Yes.
Oh, you thought it was a bad game?
The first person one.
Yeah, the shoot 'em up almost style.
Yeah. When you threw snowballs and then you had like the Terrence and Phillip fart dolls and
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
I preferred the racing one.
I never played that
really?
one.
Yeah, I preferred the racing one. I can't remember what that's called, but
South
that
Park
one
Rally.
is that what it's called? It was really good. I enjoyed it.
Oh,
I
okay.
enjoyed playing as Mr. Pooh. It was fun.
Oh, nice.
Mr. Hanky.
I think that was on PlayStation 1 as well.
Yeah.
Oh, was
and
it?
Dreamcast.
Because I remember obviously the South Park game being on the Nintendo 64. That was like one of my big ones from the Nintendo era when it comes to cartoons on video games.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually have got an all-time favourite one. And it wouldn't be me if it wasn't on an old console like a Mega Drive or something, because it was on the Mega Drive. But it was Animaniacs.
Oh, I love the Animaniacs.
Yeah, I still have it on my Mega Drive, actually. And we played it, me and Claire played it about 2 months ago, actually. And we got quite far in because we were trying to play, like, if we die, we pass each other the controller style. So we're taking turns. And we got to... I think it was like the third main level before it started getting hard, like really hard. And I was like, we'd die and get like sent straight back to the start. And I was like, okay, this is, we'll give it another shot like in about a week or two, but we never actually got around to playing it. But I remembered like when I was younger being able to complete it, like pretty much, I'd say 75% of the time, because it was actually quite a challenging game. But yeah, the one that I remember playing the most is on the Mega Drive. Was there any ones that you played that were
back
cartoons?
in the day?
Back in the day, which was a Wednesday.
Tiny Toon Adventures, Buster Busts Loose on the SNES.
SNES. Do you know what? The reason why I knew it was the SNES was because I had the Mega Drive version, which wasn't the Busters one, but I always wanted it, but never had a SNES when I was growing up.
The hidden treasure one on the Mega Drive, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
But yeah, it was weird because you had this meter that you could build up from running, and it meant that once you built up the meter, you could run up walls. And there was this one level where you're having to run on the top of these trains, and you're having to keep your meter up and jump from train carriage to train carriage. And it was, I remember that being so insanely hard. Such an enjoyable game.
Yeah, it really was. The one on the Mega Drive, that was a lot easier than the one that your one was. Because because I remember it, because I'm pretty sure mine wasn't called Buster's. Oh yeah, it was Buster's Hidden Treasure. I remember me and Claire played that about 3 months ago, and in one sitting we got about 60% through the game. So I remember it being a lot easier than the one that you were just talking about. Because I remember playing the Buster Bust Loose on the SNES and remembering it being extremely hard.
Was a tough game
for the time anyway.
Well, yeah. Or
I was quite young
if you want to talk about tough games on the SNES, cartoon tough games, Roadrunner, it was Roadrunner's Adventure or something. Oh my god, that game was hard. It goes down in history as it was like one of the hardest SNES games. I think I made it onto the second stage once.
Is that Roadrunner's Death Valley Rally?
That's the one.
Yeah, on the SNES.
Literally Death Valley Rally, because you would.
I think I tried to play that when I was like really young, and it was just impossible.
Yeah, it was made in 1992.
Yeah, so I'd have been like 3.
What about you, Phil?
What about me?
Yeah,
what have I played?
Yeah, Phil, what about you? Is there any one that stands out for you?
Well, I was literally, I was like going through
He's
a
going to say
couple of the
Jackie
games.
Chan Adventures, isn't he?
No, I wasn't. I was going through the games that I got, and I was struggling with which one to play, to be fair. But then I was like,
well,
I've already played
quite yet.
Oh, we're not getting there. Well.
It's going to be the Fairly Odd Parents breaking the rules.
Well, I was just like, in terms of cartoons,
I love that game.
like, for me,
I was
a massive Pokemon
Ben
fan.
10, Protector of the Earth.
No, I was a Pokemon fan, so like growing up, I was a massive Pokemon fan.
Hang on a minute, that's a game. That was a game, then an anime.
No, it wasn't, was it?
It was
an anime.
First.
No, I think it was the anime first, wasn't it?
No,
it was a card game first, wasn't it? Wasn't it a card game first?
I'm gonna find out now. No, it was definitely an anime before it was a game.
Try and school me on my Pokemon knowledge.
I think everyone is really typing fast, like what is Pokemon originally or something, because that's what I just did.
Yep. Pokemon Blue. What was the release date?
Wow, in 2014, Pokemon made $2 billion in just 2014 alone. That's so much money for 2014. I thought it would have died out a little bit.
No. It's still just as big as ever.
Yeah, it's crazy. But then, to be fair, I think it's actually a good brand because they are good games.
Yes.
And I'm talking about even the card game as well. The card game itself is actually really fun. I remember playing it when I was a little bit younger. And when I got my Charizard, I was so happy.
See, I could never really get the hang of it, but
really?
I do have a load of Pokemon cards.
But you collect them though, don't you?
I do, somebody was selling, when I was buying a load of collectible stuff, in amongst this huge collection of stuff, was a load of these Pokemon cards, so I bought a binder for it, and yeah, so I do have a collection of them, and I've got a few back that were actually my own originally. Like I've got a limited edition Pikachu and an unknown card from when they released the first film, and
nice.
Not the first film, sorry. I think it was like the fourth film.
Did you see the Pokemon film in the cinema?
The first one, yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Do you prefer the Pokemon video games or the Pokemon cartoon and films? That's a question. I want to know, what do you prefer over gaming or cartoons? This is a good question.
Oh, wow.
I'm the host of the show, so I can ask anything I want. I'm going to ask all the tough hitting questions.
Oh my god, that is. I see, because I really like the games, but I grew up watching the show. I think it'd still have to be the games because I can get away with talking about that. I still play the games, so yeah. I don't watch the show.
It's society, are you saying? So basically, society says that you like the game more because you can talk about it. Where if you say that you are a grown man who still watches the Pokemon cartoon in public, it's shunned upon, you know? I watch anime.
Yeah. I watch anime. Most of the stuff that I watch gets shunned upon.
Which I think is crazy because some of the stuff you watch is really artistic.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
That Attack of the Titans is beautiful to watch, and I'm so happy that you introduced me to the Iron Man Technovore series.
Oh, the Technovore is only a film.
And I'm talking about the TV show before it.
Oh, the anime film is amazing.
It's amazing. I couldn't believe it. It was like one of my favourite cartoons of like the last 5 years at least.
It is very good. There's a Wolverine one as well.
Yes, I do. It's done in a very similar art style, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think you may have told me about that one too.
There's an X-Men one as well, but it's a bit boring.
Yeah, I think that's this. We've had this conversation before because you said that exact thing.
So.
So I
But
remember you saying one of them was boring.
those are anime.
Not cartoons.
No. You tell anyone who's a fan of anime, if you say, "Oh, those cartoons you watch," yeah, no, we don't. It's no.
Yeah, I won't make that mistake. It's like saying to a video gamer, "It's only a game."
Yes. That. Oh my god, that is the one statement that I hate.
Yeah, and do you know what? I've even said it to a gamer myself, and I even thought to myself when I said it, that is bitchy. You know, I was just like, you shouldn't have said that. You know, that's not what you do.
Wind up getting a punched in the mouth.
Well, I was
That's
quite
like
a big
saying
guy in
someone's
comparison
got
to
a,
most of those gamers. So.
That's like saying to someone that they've got a case of the Mondays.
Oh, don't you find that so annoying when someone says that to you? So infuriating. Do you know what? I don't think anyone should say that to everyone. I think someone should get their ass kicked for saying stuff like that.
That's the quote that I was looking for.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
No, man.
Oh,
Hell no. I think you get your ass kicked saying something like that, man.
Looks like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Oh, hey, Peter, check out Channel 9. It's a breast exam. Woo! Damn it, man. Can you just pretend that we don't, can hear each other through for the wall just for one day? Okay, man, what? Is Aaron round or something? No, just, I love that movie. And for those of you who don't know what that movie is, that's Office Space, starring Ron Livingston. And it does also star Jennifer Aniston, but it's Ron Livingston.
Oh, it's so good.
And Gary Cole. And John C. McGinley.
Oh, yeah, of course. As Bob.
Yeah, Bob. The
Bobs.
We celebrate the guy's entire calendar, but it must be twice as hard if you have the same name and all. You can just call me Mike. But that's it. They just look at it really awkwardly and go, as if to say they just really hurt them and upset them.
They are
I
talk to the
fan.
engineers so that the customers don't have to. I'm a people person. I can't remember the full quote, but...
He goes, I'm a people person. What's wrong with you people? And then he goes on a bit of a rant. My cat. Ow. Why are you eating me? Sorry. My cat has been very playful since we started recording this, and I've done very well to stop him from attacking me, but he just really bit me. Ow! Sorry, Stefan, just for a second.
That's all right. We've lost Phil anyway, so...
Oh, I had a feeling that had happened, so I just carried on talking about Pokemon and anime and stuff.
We'll see if he comes back, otherwise we might have to postpone, because it's getting late now.
No problems. I think Phil's gone off.
Yeah.
It's just us two on the call.
I know, I've trying to invite him back, but he's not connecting.
Why doesn't he just do what I do and use his phone for?
I don't know.
Because I just use my phone.
Ask him.
Yeah, I think. Do you know what? I'm the host. I'm gonna ask him that question.
Hard-hitting news and questions. Channel 5.
This is your gaming news host. My name is Anthony Miles, and this is what you're playing tonight. I'm liking it. I think Anthony Miles news is going to take over Monkey Man news.
Well, at this rate, we're just going to be the two amigos.
The dos amigos.
Dos amigos, muchachos.
And be really nice about it. So it's like the dos amigos, por favor.
The dos Sanchos.
That's impossible. There's many Dons in the world, and there's many Bobs as well, but there's only one.
Are you a Sancho? No.
Of course. I am Sancho. Okay, you're hired.
Of course.
There's got some guy at the front door wants to talk about Jesus. Cut off his balls. I've got to cut your balls off now.
Huh? What?
Guards! More guards! Do you think we could probably recreate the entire movie of Orgasmo, just me and you doing the quotes from start to finish?
I think so, yeah.
I reckon we probably could, including the song at the start.
Bam, 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 bam.
Bam, bam.
Now you're a man.
What makes a man? Yeah, that's what I was about to do. What makes a man? Is it the power in his arm, or his quest for glory? Or is it the girl in his arms with the big, enormous titties?
Probably the titties.
And now
you're a man. Man.
He's a man.
Oh,
so good.
That's a throat killer.
It's so good.
Well, I don't think we're going to get Phil back.
No, he was really upset about Pokemon. I didn't realise it was going to be such a deal breaker, y'all. I didn't realise. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been a thing I brought up.
Wow, it obviously hit him hard.
Well, there you go. Well,
Yes.
There's only two of us now, so it's going to be I'm Anton Bain, and I've been
And-
your kind of half host.
Yes, that's the warm up to when you get to the full episode, when you get promoted and get to host a full episode.
Yeah, I'm like demi host right now.
Yeah.
It's like Demi Moore, but I get my breasts out a lot less.
Uh,
Sorry, they weren't. The 90s were good.
were they good to your breasts? Well, on that note.
Yeah, that was weird. We won't use that.
Cool.
Cool.
Oh my god, I watched the last episode of Community the other night.
What, season 5 or 6?
6.
Nice. You've gone on to the webisodes then.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. I just watched the episode, season 3, like the one where it's the Glee Club. Oh my god! And the bit where I can never remember her name, but the short, dark-haired girl,
Annie.
yeah, when she's wearing the Santa's outfit with the stockings and suspenders, and I was like, what? Because she's my favorite character.
Alison Brie. Oh,
Damn.
Damn.
Like, yeah, she's kind of pretty. She gave me a bit of a boner if it worked down there.
That'll do, pig.
That'll do.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Don't know why whenever I do that impression of Babe, I always do it in a real Scottish accent.
He wasn't even Scottish in it.
That'll do, pig.
Oh, that's
that'll do.
He says it in Shrek, and he says, "That'll do, donkey."
That is it. Thank you.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
Yeah, and
Right.
you know you've seen Mad Max Mode, haven't you?
Yes.
So whenever I hear Shrek, I just think of Charlie's dad in that, and he goes,
Pig!
"Yeah, exactly. That's all I think of." And I'm like, and the most quote that always I think of the most isn't actually head. It's the, "Oh, and Charlie, light a match." And that's the bit I always think of whenever I think of his dad. That and sexy man.
No, whenever I always think of him when he's leaning over and he's like, he'll be crying himself to sleep tonight on his huge pillow.
With Anthony LaPagia literally just cracking up on set,
Yeah.
like, because it's all improv comedy.
Yeah. He'd trousers. No.
That kid's head's like Sputnik.
You're cut too, Shashi.